So welcome all. Welcome to this webinar, and I am very happy that such large number of participants have joined our webinar today. So we will try to utilize the time properly, and we'll try to wrap up. We'll not try to take 1.5 hour time. What we'll do is we'll try to wrap up faster. Okay. So and we'll try to cover, everything that is possible, and to give you a vision that how you can take this Fiori practice to the next level. So some of the customers might be from ECC, some of the customers might be from S4HANA. So whatever possibilities that we'll talk about, that will be valid both for S4HANA and ECC customers. However, there are certain functionality that are given by S4HANA. So I will make sure that I will update that how it will be more beneficial in S4HANA. And we might take, so initially we'll start with one presentation. And once that presentation is over, then what we'll do is we will get into actual demo. So let me share my screen. So today's topic is about SAP Fiori applications. As I mentioned that some of you might be a SAP ECC customer, some of you might be under SAP S4HANA customers, or some of you might be planning to go for might be planning to go from SAP ECC to S4HANA, right? This might be your current situation. Okay, so I will first will do what we'll do is that we'll welcome all the participants. So good afternoon, all the SAP folks. So hope everyone is doing well today, and you have come here, and you are trying to spend some 1.5 hours with us. So we'll make sure that you get something out of this webinar first. So hope all of you are doing well today. As I mentioned that we all here, all the SAP customers who are here, either they are using SAP ECC or S4HANA, or planning to go from SAP ECC to S4HANA. So we will agree on one point, that we are using an efficient and functionality rich SAP system, right? All of you will agree with me that we are using an efficient and functionally rich SAP system. But what we also will agree that there is still a lot of scope to improve our SAP processes with the help of technology. So because we all are using nowadays a lot of mobile applications, a lot of features, a lot of we are exposed to technology, right? We hear about a lot of jargons nowadays, artificial intelligence, machine learning, this, that. So we all agree that somewhere we are functionally very rich, but technically we are unable to go to that level where other market players are. Okay, so we are here today to agree and define a roadmap of how we are going to use SAP in future. So this is very important, that today we are going to set a roadmap how we are going to use SAP. So, and as I said that, so let's start the presentation formally. So as I mentioned that all of us will agree that there is a need of an intelligent SAP solution. And this intelligent SAP solution should be powered by latest technical tools and frameworks, right? So there is a need of intelligent SAP solution which should be equipped or powered by all the latest technology tools and frameworks. Okay, so as I said that, where are we? Like once we talk about SAP customer, where are they? Some of the customers have basically started exploring some of the mobile mobility applications to handle their day-to-day tasks. However, and some are still, they have gone ahead with SAP S4HANA implementation, but still they are working in the same traditional way which they were already which they were doing in their SAP ECC environment. So some of we have talked with some of the customers where they say that we don't find any change. Like we were using SAP ECC, some blue screens, we are executing transaction, we are still doing the same thing here. So where is the change, right? So as I said that the difference, is not realized yet, even after moving to S4HANA system. Okay, so that's the saddest part. Okay, that's the saddest part that we are facing. And basically, the main worry is, they say that we have spent millions to migrate to a new system, but if actually we talk, then we are unable to realize the real potential of the system. Okay, so definitely, as I said, that we need a mobile-enabled SAP system, and that basically reduces time taken against each process, and this entire system can communicate effectively. It can provide, should provide good business visibility. Okay, so as I said that some of you might have started your mobile journey with SAP Fiori, but mostly, mostly most of you are not using it to the full potential. Okay, that I based on our experience with many customers, you are, I can say that most of us or most of you are not able to use the SAP Fiori framework to its fullest potential. Uh, so let's move to this slide. Talks about that there is a need for an intelligent SAP solution. Next slide. So when to move to SAP mobility, the decision is yours, whether you wanted to move now or later, and why basically, why we have to make a decision now. That also I will explain. So as I said that some of you are on SAP ECC, some of you are S4HANA, some of you are trying to make from SAP ECC S4HANA. So some of you are thinking that once we go to S4HANA, then we'll start using Java. Okay, so what we are trying to say that actually you are losing the competitive edge. If you're not making a decision now, you are really making losing the competitive edge, because there are customers, there are who have realized the potential they are investing a lot in this journey to go towards SAP Fiori. We are working with even multinational companies spread over the globe, where they have realized the potential and then they have started the journey. They are spending a lot on this journey, but we are not saying that you have to start very big. The beauty of this, the beauty of this going to SAP Fiori is like you can start with very small investment. So you can start with one application. Nobody basically asking you to basically plan for many hundreds of applications at one. What you can do is you can go one by one. So that's the beauty of this transition journey that you have to realize. And I feel that you should start the journey today. Okay, so you have our email ID. You have to shoot an email, and we are there for you to start your journey with SAP Fiori. So, almost all of you basically might be aware about what is SAP Fiori. Okay? And it is needed cost-wise, feature-wise, and performance. Cost-wise, as you say that, single development, multiple deployment, you don't have separate consultant for this, and there is no external integration tool required, minimum infrastructure required. So all those are basically cost features. In the features, whatever mobile features you expect, which you are unable to use so far, we are there to make it, to give it to you so that you feel that this is the power. We are there for you to make this journey smooth, okay, and make sure that you get what is expected from a mobile solution, okay. So now once it comes to performance, as I said that most of the customers still complain that once we start using Fiori application, then performance is an issue. But here we are committing that we will take you to a journey where even for bigger complex applications that that can be executed in minimal time, and you will feel the performance, especially for S4HANA customers. You will feel the performance improvement while using Fiori applications. We'll make sure that we give you the right application and UI feature rich application. Okay, so here and some of you might be already using SAP Fiori application. You might be already aware of this slide. Anyways, we'll send you this slide after our webinar. So Fiori covers it all, like can develop analytical apps, can incorporate any existing workflow applications. You can go ahead with a custom workflow application. All those things we can bring to Fiori, and we can have transactional apps also. Let's do some maths, okay? So a lot of time we are unable to make decisions that whether we have to start the journey now or we have to start the journey later. So for example, let's say take an example of an approval application. So what is the situation without SAP Fiori? We are doing SAP GUI approvals, right? So for example, if you take an example of a CXO, he has to open his laptop, he has to log in into SAP system, he has to basically go to some transaction and or SAP business workplace and execute this approval process, right? So we have given you the maths that, for example, time saved per transaction because of SAP Fiori app, let's say we consider only 5 minutes, and average per minute cost per senior executive. Let's say we take a minimal cost, which is very, very minimal for nowadays scenario. So let's say we take example 550. So total money loss for 5 minutes. Let's say there are 10 approvals that are going. So number of executives, like 10 per executive. There are 2 approval we are sending daily. So you are basically losing almost INR 5,000. Because once it comes on your mobile device, it will take seconds. Right? So loss per month, if we calculate, you are losing almost 1 month. Per month you are basically losing 1 lakh rupees. And let's say we talk about implementation of my inbox with all the push notifications, everything all together. The average cost will be charged like INR 2 lakh. So within 2 months, okay, so ROI recovery can happen within 2 months. So you can imagine that, by not taking this decision on time related to Fiori implementation, how much money actually you are losing. And this is just one example of one application. There can be hundreds of applications by hundreds of users, which hundreds of SAP users, and how much money you are losing per month, you can calculate that on this slide. Okay. So now we have to talk about, let's say there are so many players as of now in the market who are doing Fiori application. So why you have to switch to AIRDIT as your next generation partner? Today, if you are planning to go to S4HANA, today if you are planning to go or if you have already moved to S4HANA, so this is the time that you have to take a decision where you have to stick to a partner or switch to a partner who really understand the true potential of the new system. People are there in the market who are still giving the support in the older fashion. So they are still doing the coding in the older fashion, and that is hurting you. That is hurting you a big time, because you, as I said, that you have already invested millions, and future also you are basically keeping with the old fashioned developers. So you will be losing the competitive edge if you are not switching to the right partner. And the reasons are listed on the left hand side. What we do is, for example, let's say we talk about Fiori implementation. There are so many other reasons, or so many other reasons for choosing us as your true potential technical partner. But we are today sticking to Fiori discussion. So what we do is we give you template based development. So what is the benefit of using this template based development? It will significantly reduce your development time. All the Fiori application we can do a template based development, and it will also reduce development and future maintenance cost. Secondly, if you are in S4HANA or you are on suite on HANA, so we really use the HANA based feature, which will enable improved performance. It will also enable improve user experience, and we also assign user experience guys while doing implementation. It's not that we will just take some inputs and develop some script. Okay, we also can do user personalization. There is a concept of in-app. So in-app you can do user personalization also in Fiori. We also will make sure that we give you all the mobile features, which basically we cover on slide number 9. Okay. Another reason for choosing a partner like us, the reason is we have many packages built on SAP Fiori ready-made. So today, if you want to have a barcode or QR code enabled warehouse management system, so we have a package of Fiori applications for that. If you want to have a master data management solution, so we have a package for that. If you want to go ahead with a very feature rich world-class plant maintenance solution, and we challenge that the kind of user interface we are the kind of functionalities we are providing is not available in the market. So if you wanted to go ahead with that, so we have a ready-made solution. We have ready-made supplier portal. So as I said that you need to switch to a partner who does not every time develop objects from the scratch. Wherever you need, there are packages available which you can quickly deploy, and that will be very cost effective for you. If you are going for independent development, it will be very costly for you. And all these packages have some sort of roadmap where you will keep getting additional functionalities in future, and I'm sure that you will be happy. So what are the potential differentiators that we have in terms of, once we talk about Fiori implementation, we can give you barcode or QR code scanning. We can give you WhatsApp like push notifications in every process. We also can provide you the geotagging, map-based features now. And we also, based on the request, so this is because what happens is making Fiori offline sometimes is tedious, because we have to make Launchpad, offline, then we have to make applications offline. But depending on your request, we can make your Fiori offline also. We have done it for many customers. Okay, so once we talk about technical architecture, I am sure that you guys might be aware that we need a separate server, and that too basically for the security purpose. What we have to do is we have to install the components in the new server, which will be called as a front-end server. So the middle server, with what you can see, is the new server which you will either purchase or you might already have, and will install the front-end components. That is required from the technical architecture. And that's it. Okay, so you have gone through our. So let me stop sharing, and what I will do is we will give you chance of asking few questions in last part of the demo. Okay, so we'll start the demo first. Okay. And we also wanted to talk about some of the facts related to S4HANA environment. So that also will be discussed during the last part of the demo. So let me open that. Let me share the screen back to you. Okay, so hope you can see my screen again. Ashwini, can you see my screen again?
Yes, sir. I can see.
So I have shared the demo agenda also. So the first part is, what we can do for you is we can give you a smart launchpad. So smart launchpad means we can give you a new theme. We can give you can use your color combinations. We can insert new styles. We can give you some sort of animations on these screens. So this screen is uh, basically can be configured, and it can be made more effective both in the browser and in the mobile environment. So we can definitely do a lot of customization on the launchpad side. So in fact, we are also doing a lot of other improvements where all the participants will keep informing you that how the launchpad is progressing. So there are a lot of possibilities over here. The next point is, as I said, that we have ready-made packages. We have basically plant maintenance package. We have master data management package. We have a warehouse management package. Some of the packages that what we have done is we have kept it for the demo part. So as I said that you have to switch to a partner which can really give you the ready-made application, ready-made packages. As I said that we have many packages available with us. So we'll take a look at few packages. So this is the plant maintenance package that I was talking about. So in this package, you will have functionality like Asset Explorer. You will have functionality like notifications. You will have functionality like maintenance order. You will have So there are end-to-end functionalities that can be covered, to this AIPM package, and this package is basically built on SAP Fiori, and the backend is completely ABAP. So this I have opened the application. So here you can see that you are having operations, and you have, for example, let's say this is this one. This is a technical screen where you can see your operations, you can see your notifications, you can see your orders, you can see your calibration order, refurbishment order, functional location, and technical objects. Okay. So these are the things that you can have a look, and you can do operations, and you can do transactions. So what we will do is, let's say we are talking about operations. So these are the actions that are possible. We have production resources and tools. You can have comments. You can do service detail. You can basically go to the reservation numbers. You can create confirmations, right? So let's say we talk about a very exciting application like Asset Explorer. So this Asset Explorer application is a very expensive solution given by some of the partners. So here, let's say what we'll do is we'll go here. So we are this application gives you the complete health card of the equipment. For example, the basic level information about how is the hierarchy, where in the hierarchy. All these are mobile enabled. What are the measurement documents that are created on this? What are the closed orders that we have? What are the closed orders so far we have on this? What are the closed notifications that we have? What are the different task lists that we have for? What is the, for example, what is the maintenance plan? What is the maintenance plan on this? And everywhere, it's a big application. So, it will take hours to explain this. But I'm just giving you for example, you have information like what is the maintenance plan and maintenance plan item category strategies. So then, what are the basically measuring point? What are the different measuring points that are associated with this equipment? For example, let's say this is one of the measuring points that we have, right? So all those things. Now, once you go to this measuring point, okay, so you will be able to see all the measurement documents that are created under this measuring. Okay. So let's say. So, for example, let's say you wanted to see how the measurement document are created. For example, what we are seeing over here is this is the lower limit. Okay, this is the lower limit, and this is the upper limit. So we are talking from 10 to 100. So this is the limit, and these are the different readings that are being taken on this measuring point. So if you can see, there is one reading which has gone beyond the range. Okay. So for example, if you wanted to see other type of chart, so if you see that there is one reading that has gone beyond the range. Okay. So let's say tomorrow, if you are planning to implement or you have implemented IoT based applications, so in that case, let's say the sensors are sending you it's sending you the readings every day. What happens is you are taking the measurement here, and then you are analyzing here. We can also give you certain notifications based on these outside readings. Here you will be, or maybe we can give you some reports also, through which you will come to know that how many times these readings have gone beyond the range, okay? So that you can take appropriate action. Because reading going outside means then definitely there is some matter of concern. So this is, this is one application which has enormous features, like, you have, you can create notifications from here, you can create orders from here. For example, you have, you have the analytics part of it. For example, on this equipment, you are having a lot of like notifications, and notification wise, count wise, we are giving the notification type wise, we are giving you the breakup. Okay, so these like you wanted to segregate based on the shutdown wise, non-shutdown wise, what is the notification count, and order, basically order related analytics you can get from here. And definitely once you create, you wanted to create a notification, you can click on this icon, and then you will be able to go to notification creation screen. So this is the I think I have clicked on the order creation screen. You can create order or notifications, okay, based on this. You can, we also have barcode scanning features where you can, for example, for one of the customer, what we have given is, we have given, they were not having any barcode or QR code on their equipment. What did we do is, we had given one report which they will they will be able to generate the barcode for their various equipments. That can be shared with the vendor, which can print the barcode, and then that will be pasted on the equipments, and then you basically can use the barcode scanning feature wherever given. So as I said that, these type of, so many applications are here. I can't, cover all these applications very less time. But just to give you a glimpse of what all we have, I have tried to use certain stuff. Now what I will do is, I will the next. So the next package which I was talking about, I will not be covering, I'm going to cover only two packages. The warehouse management package also is developed in the similar way, like plant maintenance package. It's also having all the barcode scanning, QR code scanning features. The next one is the master data governance solution, which is getting very popular in the market. So this, why we have developed this solution is, in fact, what has happened is, there are non-SAP master data management solution available in market. There are solutions which are given by SAP also, but especially I have heard from S4HANA customers that SAP has not come up with the right set of roadmap for their master data governance. And other than that, finding MDG consultant, it's a very big, and price is fair. So their cost is very high, and underlying architecture is also complex. So it can't be handled by normal functional and ABAP guys. So this is the package. So what do we do here is, we have various master data covered over here, and you can create like, you can request for master data, which will go through the flexible workflow processes, and ultimately upon the approval, final approval, you will get the master data. You get the material master or vendor master, right? And it also contains duplication check, so you can have duplication check on the text, on the combination of description and the individual fields. For example, you can have uh, duplication checks on the name plus GST number plus PAN number for a vendor. This can be this type of duplication check based on text and field combination is possible through this, so that your master data is always clean. And even if you are ECC customer or S4HANA customer, whenever you are going to next this one, you don't have to worry about your data. You don't have to worry about the cleanliness of your data. And it will also here help you cleaning your existing data as well. So this is a very, very feature-rich application, and we have taken care of giving the user comfort to fill the data. So, and it is not that only you have to create one material, you have all the mass upload functionality and all those things. Additional business validation. Now, if you have to do additional business validation, you have to go and implement party. It will be very, very difficult for you guys. So what we have done is we have given one application through which you can configure the business rules, and those, as for example, you say that you define a business rule where you say that once we have a pin code. So now that pin code, against that pin code, there has to be a validation against the city and the state. So should not happen that all three are mismatching, because you don't have such features as of now in your master data. Because I will give you a story where we were trying to implement a vendor portal for one of the customer based out of North India. You will surprise that we were trying to send them an email for activation of our vendor portal. Lot of vendors were not having correct email address. Some people have gone and just put some junk email ID. There is no email validation. There is no mobile number validation. There is no, for example, no proper GST PAN number validation. So these type of issues should not happen, and it is a very, very counterproductive. All those issues can be catered through a master data management solution, which I'm showing over here. So, for example, let's say we have created one request which contains these many materials. So I wanted to see that what are the potential duplicates. These are the potential duplicate that system has found where the names are exactly same. So that probability or this one is 100%. Okay, so it is matching 100% with the text of what material you are going to create. These are the existing material in the system, which is which are created in the system, and it is sorted. So, for example, it also have some material description which is 82.4%, and you also have, for example, all the flex workflow related functionality. For example, approval, rejection, you can send it to initiator. So, for example, this is a 3-level workflow where it will go from Challa to Akhil to Vishwa. So this is how basically the packages are available. We just wanted to give you a glimpse of if there is a partner who claims to be a Fiori partner, you have to really evaluate whether he has the real value addition in forms of packages, so that he can quickly deploy these packages. So the next topic, and I just said that apart from this, we also have packages. We also have packages on this one, warehouse management. We are building one package for production planning as of now, and we have application in all the other areas. So we don't claim that, because in procurement and finance and etc., SAP also have put significant efforts. We don't want to repeat that effort. We will give you a combination of standard apps and custom apps, so that you don't basically, we don't want to do repetition. We don't want to give you repeated apps which SAP is already giving. We have studied wherever SAP is not having a roadmap, wherever SAP is not coming with application. Those areas we are covering. Rest of the things we will applications like which are custom in nature. So the next this one, the next point I wanted to cover is we wanted to give you some sort of packages we have shown you. Now let's say we talk about approval applications. So let's say we will start. I will show you one use case. Just 1 second. Let me connect my systems and I will share my screen back.
Vishwa sir, are you sharing something?
1 second.
Okay, sir.
I'm trying to connect my iPad also.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so let me share my screen back to you guys.
Okay, sir.
You guys can see my screen.
We can see.
Okay, so let's say, we take an example of a customer who is still fascinated about, SAP backend. So there are two possibilities. One possibility is, customer has already migrated to S4HANA and then they have started using SAP Fiori applications. There is a second possibility where the customer is still using S4HANA, still using SAP GUI for transactions. Okay, so for example, I will give you one example where I am trying to create a purchase order in my system. I have just copied this purchase order. Okay, so now what I will do is I change certain data. This user is the initiator. What I will do is I will save this purchase order. Once I save this purchase order, what has happened is you can see my screen. I have shared my screen, my iPad screen.
Sir, we can see your iPad screen also.
Here you have got a push notification. Okay. So this purchase order number was 45000161. And if I show you my iPad screen, I've got notification for the same purchase order, right? So whether you are using a iPhone or iPad or Android tablet, so whether you are using iOS platform or you are using Android platform, you can enable push notifications. Now, what is the advantage of these push notifications? For example, a lot of customers, there are certain customers who are still using SMS. And that for that they are spending a lot every day. They have taken some packages, SMS packages for all their technician, everyone. They keep sending SMSs. All this cost can be saved by implementations. And the benefit of that this is, as soon as you create it, whatever device your CXOs or your heads are using, so they will get immediate notification. These notifications can be implemented in any process. So once what he will do, okay, he has seen that there is a notification. What he will do is he will basically go and then immediately he will see that there are so many items. He has directly been landed to this this application where you can open, okay, the application. Here you can open the application. He can release. Here you can see that there are so many items that are listed, right? So many. So he can, as soon as he takes this one. So for example, on top, my notification, like my purchase order has come on the top. So I can click over here. I can say that that basically that task will go from your list. So the next task is automatically coming. So these type of notifications basically you can implement wherever you want. And this is not only restricted once you are triggering a purchase order from SAP GUI, that can trigger a push notification. You are triggering a purchase order from this screen, for example, Fiori screen or mobile screen. So everywhere, and it is not only restricted to purchase order creation. You are doing breakdown notifications, if you any other thing. Everywhere these push notifications can be. So the next topic is, so as I said that let's say you are, first of all, if you are not using my inbox type of application, you should start using this with our help. We should also start implementing push notifications, where we will help you in implementing push notification for various of your processes. And let's say you are still not, need some of your processes are still not using workflow where you want certain approval process. For that also we have solution. Subsequent topics. So any workflow, any approval should come to mobile device as soon as possible for all your processes, so that very, very fast approvals will happen very fast. Get your approval on time without any delay. For example, your CXO is going for catching a flight. He is sitting in the flight. He can approve your items. Does not have to open laptop and do things. Who will open laptop while sitting in flight or traveling or anywhere? And it is easy, right, for anyone. Now, it's not that he only has got. For example, let's say he approved. You will get a push notification back as an initiator that this guy, this CXO has approved your list. Now, done. So the next topic is, we are going to show you a lot of analytical features which you can think. Some of you are planning to go for Tableau, some of you are planning for some other. This one for your analytical needs. What I say is, like, if you have already switched to S4HANA environment or planning to do that, not basically switch to other platforms. You will get the performance, you will get the required things here. For example, let's say we Just showing you this. See, for this package, we already have developed, dashboard type of things. For example, let's say we try to go and the dashboard. So this is the analytics that you have got from the system. So, for example, how many material that got created, what was the initiator count, and so many sort of things are possible here, and you are able to change the look and feel of this, analytics. You will be able to selection. You can filter based on selection that you will choose. You can do you can provide a lot of selection criteria over here and can generate your. You also have the option of looking into the analytics. For example, you can see into line chart, bar graph, bubble chart. I had shown you once I was showing the application. I've shown you how you can change the analytics type, chart type. Right? So this type of dashboards can be built easily, and all are mobile enabled dashboard. You don't have to worry about where it is not open. We also have some other application. One I have shown you from our package. There can be other analytics which you can build from your own data, whether it's from procurement or, for example, let's say we talk about supplier performance. So we have developed one analytics which gives you category wise suppliers, number of suppliers and their data, year wise data we are showing you here. So this is a supplier performance rating application where you are seeing that how many vendors were very good, how many vendors were good, how many vendors are missing. For example, let's say very good vendors. Now these are the vendors which are categorized. They have got very good scoring. So these guys, these vendors comes in very good category. For example, let's say we select these three vendors and we want to do comparison. Once we compare, then we are showing that how these three vendors have got a rating across multiple parameters. Right? So how is their delivery rating? How are their new product development score? How are their quality rating? All those things, we are able to see from here. So this is one type of analytics that you can think of. The next type of this one is, for example, I was also talking about some map-based application that you can think of. So, for example, let's say we try to open one. So here, what we are seeing is this is a complex dashboard that we are doing. Here you can have map-based map-based reports. Okay, where you wanted to just click on this one, and then you will see that values. Okay, you can click on any zone, and then you can get bifurcations, and all these are multi-level. This one, what I say, multi-level drill down is possible. All will open in mobile devices also. So this type of map-based applications can be developed. Various analytical features can be developed, and dashboards can be developed, and we can do a very, very good job here if we switch to Fiori for our analytical needs. So these are the analytical type of application which I wanted to show you, and there are various possibilities there. And I said that performance wise also we can use the real HANA features, give you quick dashboards. Okay, so we also have transactional applications. So I will just go to the next this one. Okay, so I'm trying to open one transactional application, guys. So basically, see the list of production orders. He can basically take action on these production orders. Okay, so all those, for example, he can do a barcode scanning of the production order. He can fill these criteria and get the production orders, and he can basically take action production order wise one by one, or he also has the option of doing a multi-selection, and then basically he can able to this one he will be able to first see the various details about that, and then he will also be able to release or confirm the production orders, right? So these type of functionalities are available. For example, let's say this one. So for example, he can individually release the production order, or he can do mass release of production. So these are very, very small application, but these are very useful, because one customer says me that we get almost thousands of production order confirmation on a daily basis. So if somebody is saying that go to SAP screen and doing that, it's very difficult. For them, we have given this type of application. So you can have any sort of process of improvement in terms of confirmations, or in terms of transactional applications. There was another story where we have given one automotive client. What we have done is we have given one application which basically completes the P2P or O2C cycle at one shot. What happens is their guys goes to customer for this one for a follow-up. Now the quotation is already there. What will happen is, like once the agreement happens, he will just scan the quotation to sales order to delivery to billing to this one digitally signed PDF invoice that gets triggered in 1 minute. Everything happens. So that is the power of SAP Fiori applications, where you can automate your processes also. So that is one example of transactional application which you can build. So once we talk about what are the smart features we can get, so the potential smart features that we can expect is, for example, there is a concept of low code, no code, which is getting very famous in the market. So we have tried to bring it in SAP Fiori, because there are a lot of partners who are developing frameworks around low code, no code. So what we have thought that why don't we bring this type of framework within SAP? So we have basically, I have just brought you this one glimpse of how this looks like. So for example, let's say you can what you can do is you can build the form like this. You can drag and drop. For example, you can create this field. You can create choices for you as part of radio button. Then you have basically, let's say you wanted to have some sort of date selection. So this can be a start date. This can be end date. Okay. So for example, let's say you wanted to have some text boxes. Okay. You wanted to have some sort of this one drop downs and also these things, so that those things can happen. Okay. For example, this one. So you have multiple choices. So you can you can define your choices and you can save this, so that your form, you can define the form name, and then you can save this. This form will get created where you can give these form, because a lot of customer what they do is they have they're using various registers for taking down notes. Still they are in SAP and they are using registers for taking readings and all. So these type of forms can be built without the help of without the help of developers, and you can save a lot of time and a lot of resources and a lot of cost. This is one example of what we are doing and what we are giving to our customers. Dynamic forms concept. We also have scanning features everywhere. So barcode scanning and everything. For example, let's say so let's say we go to plant maintenance applications again one more time. So I'm sure that you guys might have a lot of questions. We'll take down some questions soon. For example, let's say this is the barcode button. So what I'm doing is my my desktop machine also has a camera. What I'm doing is I am trying to do a scanning. I am trying to do a scanning. See, whatever paper I have taken for scanning that got scanned, and it is saying that what basically what was it? This is scanned. So you're saying that this was an equipment. Okay. So what you are willing to do? I wanted to create notification. I selected create notification. So it will take me to the this one notification screen, and then the equipment number is already defaulted. So wherever, for example, wherever you need scanning features, we can give you reports to generate your barcode or QR code scan. Print that, and then you can start with it, right? And those things can be used in an effective way like this. We have enabled everywhere, wherever possible. Right? So that we have seen that how the QR code scanning, barcode scanning can happen. And we also have shown you the map features, how you can use the map features. Topic is, for example, let's say you are willing to define certain work instructions, right? Those features also, I'm not sure because I cannot see this application in this one. So I don't see this application, but work instruction is nothing but like a SOP document. So this SOP document can be built, and this SOP document can be attached to various processes. For example, let's say you have implemented plant maintenance. Now, this plant maintenance, you have to work on some boiler and all, and you have certain, SOPs defined for that. So you can create work instructions and you can attach with various processes. That sort of application we have, developed. Push notifications we have already seen, okay, and a lot of customers. Yesterday I was giving presentation where people were asking that how we can use mobile features. So we have already shown you, for example, what I will share my screen again. So do let me know once you can see my iPad screen. So I hope you can see my iPad screen where you can see there is an application listed over here. So the bottom right, you can see there is an AIRDIT Frigate icon appearing. This AIRDIT Frigate is available both in Android store and iOS store. And if you wanted to use this one, we have made it free of cost because SAP has removed SAP Fiori client. We have made it free of cost for your use. You just have to become our customer, okay, and you can start using this application free of cost. Okay, so for example, once you go to Apple store or Android store also, once then you just type here AIRDIT Frigate. So you are able to see two options here. One is AIRDIT Frigate. We also have given to one of our customers, startup news. So we have given them also this application Frigate. So, but once we are going ahead and doing it for you, especially that will be charged, but this will be free of cost. We will tell and we will configure it to start with this. And you will get all the mobile specific, for example, face scanning, fingerprint, all those things start getting right. So this is a custom Fiori client you can avail from us. And we are coming up with, because I have shown you this application metadata where I said that we have a flexible workflow. So this is part of our roadmap. We are coming up with this by end of this year, where you will be able to get a flexible workflow engine from us. Okay, you can expect a flexible workflow engine from us, where you can define your custom workflows without any additional coding, and then you can attach it to your processes. You can also build your custom process, because I have shown you that how you can use no code, no code. This one you can build forms, and then forms and workflow you can attach, so that find your own processes within SAP system. You don't have to go to other solutions or other platforms for going for right. So this is it from my end. Okay, so hope you guys have understood what we are trying to show you here. And the last but not the least, I wanted to give you certain facts. Okay, so let's say you are a SAP S4HANA customer. So there are a lot of times, you will feel that the partners or this one you are working, they are unable to add value. So, for example, a lot of times we hear that why don't we use CDS views? Okay, so why don't we use CDS views? So because CDS views will increase the performance. So I'm telling you that is a myth. CDS views does not increase performance. CDS views is only for the reduction of your development time and then creation of UI. Okay? So CDS views basically will help in data retrieval. I'm slightly going technically. Just I will take 2 minutes of your time. So there is a myth that CDS views improve performance. What can improve performance is saddle framework. So, for example, once you're using saddle framework, saddle is the backbone of S4HANA environment. And it is deep. Like for example, your ABAP queries are OpenSQL. Our saddle queries are database specific. Okay, so you have to start using such framework once you have to improve performance. So, for data retrieval, you use CDS views. For simple screens designing, you use CDS views. For data manipulation, you use BOPF. Okay, you should start using SAP Fiori elements. So all these things are not basically getting used, and as a result, you guys are still not able to get the true potential of Fiori environment. So this is basically, this is what I I wanted to discuss with you, and you can open the platform for question and answers. Ashwini.
Yes, sir. Sir, we have a question from Satish, sir. Satish, sir, you can talk now. Satish Kumar.
You unmuted him.
Yes,
There
sir,
are 5
already.
questions. Why Fiori adoption is challenged still, even though so many standard app in FMC? Okay,
Yes.
this is one of the questions that I have to answer. So why Fiori application is challenged still, even though so many standard app in FMC? So, for example, SAP has released certain applications. So adaptability wise, what happens? A lot of times, customer look for certain enhancements of these because they have done certain configurations, certain customizations. So some of the applications are CDS views. For example, a lot of times, uh, we have got inquiries from customer for modification of my inbox app, where on the right hand side, whatever details for a workflow item they are willing to have, they are not getting those things. So in those scenarios, it becomes very this one that the vendor. I am saying that it is, you can find two parties responsible. One is the vendor who is implementing that. He is unable to give you the right value. So even SAP has come up with applications. They are unable to enhance as per your need. Second is some application SAP has given GUI application. So for those, you might have to go for custom development. You need a partner who can quickly develop applications which can be which can be a template based application, because it's a GUI application which SAP is just showing, so that cannot be opened in mobile device. And then the second one is like SAP is not giving end-to-end processes, so bits and pieces the applications are coming. So it is sometime coming, having some challenges, because for some things they are doing in Fiori, some things they need to go back to GUI, so they are also getting confused. And training is also a problem. So that is where our role comes into picture, that we have to really guide you what is there already at SAP, what is going to come from SAP, what we are going to give you, and if there is no roadmap from SAP, then we have to give you the end-to-end feature package. Okay. So the next question is, please send MDM functionality details. So definitely one of our representative will be in touch with you. So Ashwini, take the details here that we have to send MDM functionality details to PK. What is the
Yes.
name?
Abhay Bapna.
So I think you can unmute him.
Sir, he is not currently in the webinar. He left the webinar 5 minutes before. So one more, Satish sir, you want to ask? Satish sir, can you please unmute yourself? Satish sir? Yeah.
Any question, please ask.
Hello. Satish sir, can you please unmute yourself? No.
I will just take question. You
Question
try
I
Ashwini
have asked you. Yeah, sir.
to unmute him. So
Sir, already.
you mean customer request and checking stock or available or not available? Customer request and checking stock. I'm unable to understand this. Okay, send details of customer request to order conversion using Fiori. So this one also you can take the details, Ashwini. You have to. This is given for one of the automotive clients, so we'll send the solution details. Other questions? If you guys are facing problems in asking questions by unmuting yourself, you can type it here. I will answer. All these questions are from Mr. Abhay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And any other questions, guys?
Sir, there is no
Unmuted
question.
everybody?
Yeah, sir, already.
So, anyone, any questions? You can see only in listen only mode here. It's showing. If you guys are facing any problem, can you write that you are unable to unmute yourself or something? Okay. The next one is
already unmuted. If they want to talk, they need to unmute themselves.
So the next point is capacity planning available in Fiori. Okay. So capacity planning, we have one application which we had given to one of our customer. So we can arrange some screenshot for you, Mr. Sanjay. MRP process also you want to see something on Fiori. So we'll send you some details related to production planning and capacity planning. Okay, thanks again. So I feel that if we don't have any other questions, I will wait for another 1 or 2 minutes, then we can conclude the call. So any other questions? So all of you guys, our representative will be in touch with you. And if you are not getting time now, you are not getting any questions now, we will definitely reach out to you, and we can, for any packages, if you want to get into a one-to-one call, we will basically arrange that also for you guys. I'm sure that you can take your Fiori journey to next level. Okay, I think that don't have much questions. So thank you guys. I feel that some of you might have faced problems for asking questions, but that's not a problem. Our representative will be in touch with you, and we will make sure that we will add some value. Okay. So thank you all for your time, and we will be in touch with you. Thank you guys. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.